So you're thinking of house hacking, but you don't know where to start? This is the perfect video for you if you're ready to take action and start making that move towards house hacking to get on the pathway to financial freedom. Today's video, we're gonna be going over the steps you can implement regardless if you're in California or New Jersey like myself or any state in between that you can take action on today so you can start this process. I wanna make sure that you're going in the right direction. So rather than guessing and maybe doing it the right way, why don't you watch this and make sure you follow the steps in today's video so you know exactly what to expect and exactly what to do when starting that journey of house hacking. My name's Shawn McEnteer. I'm the house hacking realtor of Northern New Jersey and the team leader of the Living in North Jersey real estate team. I get phone calls, texts, emails every single day from people just like you looking to start their real estate journey. So whether you're looking to make a move in 3 days or 30 days or 3 months, it doesn't make a difference. Reach out, let's hop on a call so I can make that move smooth for you. Maybe you're looking to buy a New Jersey duplex for sale or a New Jersey investment property, or heck, like I said, maybe you live in another state, doesn't make a difference. This is going to apply. Today's video is so crucial, so definitely make sure you stick around to the end because I don't want you to be like me when I first started and I was guessing with everything. I didn't know where to go, didn't know what to do. I was literally just guessing as we went along, my wife and I, and we made a lot of mistakes, so I want to put you on the fast track. So make sure you stick around to the end because the tips and tricks in this video are super crucial and you do not want to miss out on one of them because it can kind of make things work a little bit differently if you do something like that. So stick around to the end. Super crucial when house hacking is figuring out the region in which you want to house hack in, especially in Northern New Jersey because we're in close proximity to Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New York City, and not everyone can work in all those capacities. For example, I'm not licensed in other states, so working in Northern New Jersey is really the only area that I personally work in. So you need to know for a house hacker what region you want to be in. New York City has much different laws and regulations than Pennsylvania or Connecticut or New Jersey for that matter. So knowing the region you want to be in is very crucial, and you want to identify the region early. Some things that play a huge part in this is proximity to work, where are you commuting to, maybe friends, family, all that kind of stuff. That plays a huge role. So you want to make sure that the region's identified. But really the biggest reason for this is that you want to make sure that you can connect with the right people. Next step is you're going to want to connect with local people in that region. Where do you find these people? Anywhere from meetup groups, internet forums, or maybe YouTube channels like the one you're watching right now. So easy to connect with individuals and figure out exactly how to do what you want to do. If you need a local meetup, why don't you drop a comment below? Happy to share with you the one that I host in Northern New Jersey. So when you go to these events, what exactly are you looking for? This is step number 3, and this is gonna fast track things for you. So like I said, you don't make that stupid mistake that my wife and I first made by just working with a random person, going onto Zillow or maybe like a family friend that's never house hacked before. You wanna work with house hacking professionals. So when you go to these real estate investing meetups, internet forums, YouTube channels, you wanna make sure you're finding someone that's doing what you want to do, whether it's a house hacker or a realtor. Ideally, someone that's a house hacking realtor is exactly where you want to be because that is going to really fast track things for you. A lot of people will recommend start with lending. I don't, because I think it's so crucial to work with someone that has a team in place already. So if you just go and you call up a random bank, they're always gonna say what options they have that they can give you. They might not say loans that are a little bit more beneficial for investors or beneficial for house hackers because no one's gonna say, hey, go use the other guy's product when mine isn't as good. That's very rare. So that's why it's super crucial to connect with people that are doing what you want to do first, because they're going to be able to guide you to the rest of the people. Particularly working with a house hacking realtor like myself is going to be able to get you to in relationship with the people you want to be connected with. from the lenders, the attorneys, the home inspectors, handymen, tenant turnover crews, everything. We've got it all in place. So the people that you connect with should have top teams in place that are going to make sure this is accelerated for you. It's so easy to do when you're just connecting with the right people instead of guessing how to do it.
Hey, let's be quiet. Come on, move along. No noise.
Next step here is going to be determining the markets that work for you. This is why it's so crucial to have people that are feet on the ground doing what you want to do, because they're going to be able to guide you in the right markets. For example, in northern New Jersey, not every town is the same. There's towns that have rent control laws. There are towns that are very strict for landlords. There's towns that are more favorable for landlords. So you want to have the guidance to know which towns you want to be in that work best for your needs. Having professional feet on the ground is going to accelerate that journey for you, because there are hundreds of towns in most markets that you're going to be wanting to invest in. So knowing the ones that are going to work is definitely going to speed things up. So you don't have to do all this crazy research to see which towns work and which towns don't. Next step is figuring out what your comfort level is in terms of the property you're going to purchase. What I mean by that is, how comfortable are you with doing a fixer-upper or a complete gut? Or maybe do you need to buy only a turnkey property? Maybe something in between. You need to establish what your comfort level is, and then on top of it, you need to determine if you have enough financing to handle it. Buying a turnkey property will require more than likely just a percentage down and closing costs. Meanwhile, buying a gut rehab is going to have percent down, closing costs, plus money to renovate the property. So it makes a big difference. Once again, working with someone that's house hacked, that's done all this, that knows what it takes to renovate a property is super crucial, because they're more than likely to have teams in place, or they've done it themselves multiple times, so they know exactly what to expect and what the cost of some of these projects will be. Super crucial little tip here is, I love having my electric tape measure, especially when viewing properties, because then you can map out things and can really see square footage, what it's going to cost for flooring, what's it going to cost to take walls down, all that kind of stuff, because you have an idea of the size of things. So I always like to say, invest in one of these electric tape measures. It's good. Drop a comment below if you agree or not. Next step here is understanding different strategies and knowing ones to implement. Now look, if you're not familiar with a lot of these different strategies, from short-term rentals, mid-term rentals, college rentals, I'll put a video in the description below that will help you out in that. But you want to make sure you understand which strategy you're looking to implement. It could be a combination of them all. It could be, you don't have to be limited to just one type of strategy, like a long-term rental or a short-term rental. You can do a combination of everything, but the more open-minded you are to doing different strategies, the more possibilities for different types of properties when finding that perfect house hack will be. All right, we're moving along pretty quick here. Now we're gonna get to the really good stuff, and that is starting to see properties. It's so crucial that you follow the steps previously mentioned before you start seeing properties, because the last thing you want to do is maybe pass over a property that you thought you couldn't afford to find out that you could have. That's what's so crucial about the pre-approval. The last thing you want to do is go see a gut property knowing that you don't have the finances in place to renovate it, or maybe you want to go see a property that is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, but you want to do a long-term rental and you're not going to get the rents, but you find out that a mid-term rental will get you really high rents, and that property actually works if you're open-minded to different strategies. So once you put everything into place, seeing properties is the next step. You're going to want to go see properties in areas that make sense for you from a commuting standpoint, work, to the towns that are favorable for landlords, and wherever else is in between. You want to avoid the ones that don't make sense. So getting everything that we mentioned previously is super crucial, and this is why, because you want to just focus on what's going to work. All right, as you're seeing properties, this is where it starts getting a little bit more fun. You're gonna start running numbers. Don't get scared here. This is where having a house hacking realtor or someone that's house hacked before guiding you becomes so crucial, because like I do with my clients, I'll say, go run the numbers, and then I will review them all with you or for you and tweak them as needed. There's lots of really cool things out there where actually I had clients very recently send numbers for me to review, and they're paying about $1,000 more than what they should have because they're overestimating on a couple things. A really good hack that I use in northern New Jersey is reducing the vacancy rate. Because we have such a high population, it's very easy to find tenants year round. And then once we put into our lease certain stipulations that the previous tenants must give us notice before leaving, to get properties rented really fast on a high level. So when you're estimating for vacancies, when running the numbers, it's not as high as you think. Matter of fact, my personal properties are under 1% vacancies for the year, which is really, really cool. So really awesome little tip there that could definitely benefit you. Moving along, you're gonna wanna submit offers. This is so crucial, especially when you're working with another realtor, like a selling agent or listing agent. They wanna make sure there's confidence in the person that you're working with. It goes a long ways where a realtor can show up and say, I've closed multiple multifamilies. I know the ins and outs of multifamilies. I know what it takes to take on tenants. My client knows all that, and have these conversations with listing agents. At the end of the day, listing agents want to pick the deal that they know is going to close. It might not necessarily be the best deal, believe it or not, because if someone offers $1 million on a $500,000 property, well, there's probably a really good chance that that property is not going to close. But if someone's able to offer, let's say, a $550,000 offer on a property, and you have everything in place and you show that everything's in place to the listing agent, they have confidence in you as the realtor or as the realtor that you're working with, things tend to go together nicely. So having confidence in the person, working with the right people, goes a very long ways when it comes time to getting the offer accepted. And this happens a lot, especially when I go into under contract on properties and I find out that we were actually a lower offer or someone was much higher than us, and realtors are just working with you because they trust that you're going to close the deal. So once again, working with a house hacking specific realtor that specializes in multifamilies, the strategy you can implement goes a very, very long way when getting offers submitted. Offer accepted, you really, really want to have your realtor's team in place now, because you're going to be able to get the attorneys, the inspectors, people that are trusted. Look, I'll be very honest, there are some inspectors out there that are absolutely doomsday, and there are some inspectors out there that are just, they do not do a thorough inspection. You don't really want to have either of them, because you're probably never going to close on a house if you're a doomsday inspector, and you're going to really miss out on a house if you do an inspector that's not very thorough. So you want to make sure that you're talking with your realtor, especially when picking people like this, because it goes a long ways. Attorneys, everything along the way, super, super crucial. Title companies, can't forget about them as well. So making sure you have the right team in place goes so far, and you're gonna be able to connect with those realtors that can really map it all out for you. Hey, for more videos like this, make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss out on what's happening here in northern New Jersey. And really, really crucial, if you're serious about house hacking, like very serious about house hacking, check this video out right here. You're gonna wanna watch it. It's so, right here, click it.